What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to show you guys how I wrote $10,000 in annual premium and final expense in a week and how you can do that to put your bills on auto pay. So let's talk here real quick about high activity. You need to be putting in normal work hours, normal work days, 8 hours plus of dials and talk time. If you're not hitting 300 plus dials a day, then you are not full time. Unless you are literally just getting slaughtered with the amount of talk time that you have. If you're on the phones for the entirety of the day and you're like, dude, I can't get off here, I'm just writing app after app, then okay, that's great. You don't need to put in 300 dials. If that's not the case, which is not for most people, then you need to be putting in 8 hours plus of dials and talk time, right? I want to be on the phone all day long. It's a normal job, right? We're not asking for the sky and the moon here. Literally just put in 8 hours a day, dials, talk time, work 9 to 5 like a normal person if you want, and you'll be fine. You'll be able to make very, very good money. And honestly, you can hit 10K a week doing that. It's not rocket science. I think within the confines of the time that I put in, I think I hit 10K in about 36 hours. So of over the whole week, not in 2 days. But to make my point clear, you don't even have to put in 40 hours a week doing this job. It's insane. So let's talk about the next step. Positive attitude. When I'm calling my leads, I'm not calling them to sell them insurance. What? I know. Wild. We're calling them to solve a problem. So when I call up Miss Jones, I'm going to ask her questions. I'm not trying to tell her what she needs or what she doesn't need. I need to ask her what she needs. Hey, Miss Jones, just giving you a ring here. Just, what is it that got you looking into this kind of thing? Is this your first time looking into life insurance? It's not. Why are you still looking? Oh, you haven't found what you wanted? What is it that you have been looking for that you haven't found? You'll start uncovering all these little gems that'll just pop up. But the solution to selling your prospect is not in knowing your product, it's in knowing your prospect. So instead of trying to tell them about how great your product is and why they should go with, some random carrier that they've never heard of versus another random carrier that they've never heard of, you need to ask them why it is that they're even motivated to do this in the first place, and then ask them about the consequences that happen if they do not solve their problem now, right? So that's going to create a formula for buying motivation. Hey, Miss Jones, what got you looking into this? Oh, my brother died. Oh my gosh, your brother died? Did he have life insurance, or is that why you're looking into this? He didn't have life insurance. Oh my gosh. So did you guys have to pay for this out of pocket? Yes. Oh no. How did you guys get that kind of money? We had to pass around the hat. Well, let's say he did have life insurance. Yeah, my brother did have life insurance. Oh my gosh. So that's how you know this is so important. Because you guys didn't have to go and pass a hat around. Have you ever seen that before? No? Great. And so I'm just going to get these questions, get these thoughts running through her mind or his mind, whoever your prospect is. And now that we've had a little bit of conversation, understand okay, yeah, this is why they're looking into this. It's fresh on their mind. That gives me buying motivation to come back to later in the call. So now I need to find out what's going to happen if they don't make this decision to solve their problem today. And Miss Jones, now I know you said, you wanted to leave this to your kids. If in the event that you weren't able to get approved, if you didn't even qualify for this life insurance, would your kids be able to cover this bill? No. Oh, really? So you don't have any plans set aside for this currently? Is that why you're looking into this? Yes. These are normal questions, by the way, guys. And you might feel a little uncomfortable asking these at first because you're asking very forward and very direct questions to your prospect. And that's totally okay because nobody else is willing to have these conversations. And that's why you're going to make 10K a week as an agent if you're following this channel. So ask the hard questions and leave it with a positive attitude and don't try to sell them insurance. Ask them about their problems and offer them solutions. Massive lead flow. Massive lead flow. You need leads pouring in. I should be drowning in leads, climbing my way out of the lead pit because you need to have more leads in time. You should feel like you're falling behind in your business. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. It's not rocket science, but I'm going to roll through this one here, which is have fun with this business. We're talking about death insurance. It's not fun for them, right? I even joke about this on probably all of my calls. I'll be like, oh, Miss Jones, is this your first time looking into life insurance? And they're like, no, I've been looking into it for a while now. And I'm like, good Lord. So you're probably taking a nap a day after you get off the phone talking about this thing, right? Gosh, it's just so boring, isn't it? Sometimes they'll laugh and sometimes it's literally just silent, which is, I just move on. I'll be like, Oh my gosh, this is just so boring. What if I told you I worked with all the big insurance companies and you never had to do this again? How would you feel? Oh my gosh, that would be such a relief. Okay, well, if I can go ahead and find the best plan you've seen here since you started shopping, is it fair to say that I can go ahead and get you taken care of here today, Miss Jones? Or I'll say, that's exactly why we work with all the big companies, Miss Jones, so that you don't have to keep shopping around and fall asleep on the phone while you're talking about burial insurance. Am I right? And they're like, oh my gosh, yay. And I'm just going to come in and make this like, I've always called it like showbiz. This is the show business. I'm not trying to like cram my products down someone's throat. I'm trying to give them a positive interaction and a positive buying experience so that when they think about their life insurance plan, they're thinking about how awesome that guy was. Think about like Chick-fil-A level of service versus like some other fast food chain that just says, what do you want when you come up to the window? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I mean? So if I'm going to talk to these people about death insurance, which is possibly the most morbid and negative product in the world, I want to jump on the phone like, hey, Miss Jones, it's just Leon getting back with you. Was this your first time looking into life insurance? It wasn't. Oh my gosh, you're still looking for this stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I just can't find the right price. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to look at all the big companies here because we work with everyone. Let's go ahead and get this knocked out for you. Is that okay? Can I do that? That way you never have to talk about death insurance again. They're like, yes, thank God. I'm like, yeah, let's get it done. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. You probably know the drill, right? And so they're like, yeah, I know the drill. I'm like, great. Are you still alive? You know what I mean? Just say stuff, throw it out there. Make it fun. And when you do that, these people they're going to resonate with you a lot. And just my point in this is just to not take yourself so seriously. But if you guys are watching this video and you're like, I don't even know, how am I supposed to write 10K a week? I don't even have the setup, the systems, the processes in place to even do that. We've actually opened up our agency with Zoosurance where you're going to get branded leads, and we're only able to take on a couple producers at a time because we want to make sure that you guys can be successful. So that means we're going to keep putting out this type of valuable content. We're going to keep sharing this stuff with you guys. And for the select few that we're able to take on and individually train and work with one at a time, I want you to go ahead and click the link down below so that you can apply, learn more, and we would love to work with you. Honestly, if we could work with everybody, we would. But we want to make sure that you guys get the value, attention, and time that you deserve to be successful. So if you're an agent that wants to be successful in this business and you want to write a boatload of business, click the link down below, and we will see you in the next one.